What's good with y'all? What's good? Now I want to come on here real quick and I just want to talk about why when it comes to manifestation, when it comes to goal setting, when it comes to intention setting, it is very pivotal that you do not work too hard. See, a lot of the time as people, we are so embedded with the thought that we have to work harder and not smarter. There's a reason why they say that, okay? It's so much easier to do 20 push-ups, 20 great form push-ups and yield better results than if you were to do 100 really shitty form push-ups. It's very important that we take the energy of manifestation and we transmute it to yield the most effective outcome. It's so easy to get led astray when it comes to wanting to manifest our goals. When it comes to manifestation, as people within this hyper-masculine society that we live in, it is so easy to get caught up in this grind set mindset, when in actuality, this is very detrimental to our health. As people, we constantly perpetuate this narrative that in order to get to where we want to go, we have to put in thousands of hours of work. And in actuality, that isn't the case. Although you do have to work hard, you must work hard, but it's very much more important. It's way more important to work smarter as opposed to working harder. Again, going back to the push-up example, why would I do 100 sloppy form push-ups and work harder as opposed to doing 20 to 40 great form push-ups and yield better results? It's not about trying to be more productive, trying to be more masculine. It's not about, we have to get to the bag. Sometimes you just have to allow the movie to play in the midst of the movie being made. Sometimes you just have to sit back and watch. Sometimes you have to just sit back and allow the universe, allow the infinite intelligence, allow God, allow your subconscious mind to manifest. You have to realize that your subconscious mind is responsible for all the manifestation in your life. And when you are in the midst of directly trying to manifest and bring into reality something that you want, something into fruition, you tend to neutralize or demoralize your manifestation through your conscious mind, through trying to consciously work harder as opposed to letting the universe or your mind work smarter. And talking about us men specifically, it's so easy to say, oh yeah, I'm on the grind, I'm in my work bag right now, which I'm not knocking you if that's your mindset, but what I am saying is that some people tend to get lost, or some people tend to get caught up in this narrative that in order to be productive, you must work more and you can't give yourself a rest. I saw a video that somebody was talking about how procrastination is not laziness, it's simply just a trauma response. Now, this word is thrown around so heavily to this day, and I don't even like using the word trauma anymore because of how clumsily this word is being thrown around. But you have to realize that your mind procrastinates because it wants a break. Your body and your mind want a break. So what your mind will start to do is it'll start to procrastinate in the things that it knows it needs to do because it's overstimulation of work. So it's very important that we find a balance between what we must do and sometimes just taking it easy. The book that I'm currently reading is called The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. And in the chapter that I just read, he was talking a lot about the law of reverse effort. Now, the law of reverse effort states that when you work too hard towards a goal, your fear of the conscious mind, your fear of what you will manifest that thing to be, will start to override what it is that you actually desire. He compared it to someone walking a plank. He said that your fear of walking the plank may stop you from actually carrying out the agenda or the mission of you walking the plank. And through using too much willpower, you start to create this fear-based narrative and mindset around the thing that it is that you actually want. As opposed to letting go, as opposed to being detached, as opposed to flowing within this state of divinity, you start to create fear around the thing that it is that you want. As opposed to just doing it, you start to, be fearful of what it is, and then it stops you and neutralizes you from manifesting your goal. And he specifically talked about through working too hard, as opposed to sometimes just letting go and detaching yourself from the outcome, you tend to neutralize your manifestation. Now, personally, for a long time, I thought that in order to, be the greatest you could be, in order to be successful, that you must do things outside of yourself in order to solidify the success. I was under the impression for a very long time that in order to manifest, in order to remain within this vibration of success, that you always have to be productive. And this is something that I still find myself struggling with. Sometimes I find myself, feeling as though I have to do A, B, C, and D just to say that I did it to carry on this narrative of productivity. But in actuality, all the success that I could ever want is already in my face. Now, that's not to say necessarily get lazy, neglect myself, or just not carry out any of the things that I said I was going to carry out. But it's very important to know that you have to strike a balance between, allowing what you did to be a sufficient enough amount of work. Think about it like this. Why would you reach your hand out to get something that is already coming for you? You don't have to overextend yourself. You don't have to exert so much power and force into getting the things that you want, because if you believe and if you have faith in what you want already coming to you, you don't have to go out of your way to kill yourself, to break your back in order to go ahead and get it. Being within that faith mindset, being within this abundance, is knowing that it's coming to you and you're not going to it. As I said, you are the center of your success. Your success wants to meet you. You already are successful. Your goals and manifestations are in addition to who you are, and not the other way around, because without you, there is no success. So it's very important that in order to manifest, we must change our mindset before we change our physical habits. Think about it like this. A diet can only work as well for you as your mind allows it to. Okay? If you have a very unbalanced mindset, then what is a balanced diet going to do for you? When it comes to manifesting, do not use too much willpower. Your willpower can only take you so far. If you allow yourself to let go and just know that whatever it is that you're setting your intention out to have is coming to you, then you don't have to work too much. Because with due time, your willpower can and will run out if you allow it to. So yes, in conclusion, it is very important to be on the grind, but with a balance. Working longer hours doesn't mean a better payout necessarily. It's about the quality of work and not the quantity. But with that being said, I love myself through you. We're going to rock out. Have a beautiful, bliss, productive, and successful day. And remember, the goal of life isn't just to be infinitely great, it's to be greater than infinity. Peace.